Hey y'all, welcome to Drone Bee Farming Homestead. This is kind of an impromptu video that I'm filming the intro after I've done the video. So what we did over here, we found this hive that is full of rotten bees. It looks like it's a dead out and it's being robbed. But stick around and see what I found inside. So y'all check it out. Okay, I believe right here we've got us a dead out hive. When I opened it, it has a smell, kind of a nasty dead smell to it. So I think the bees that I see in here are probably robber bees. And the smell is probably a bunch of dead bees in the bottom of this that are rotten. So this hive doesn't have any weight to it. Yeah, it stinks pretty bad. A little bit of honey there. See these bees coming in here at the top? It's robbing. Yeah, and here's the dead bees with their butts all stuck in, and there's even maggots in here. That's disgusting. Try and get this in the sunlight so you can see what I'm talking about. So see in here, so all those cells the bees are heads are stuck in, the cells, and they're dead, they're black. You can see there's maggots in here. I don't know if those are fly maggots or if they are hive beetle larvae. I'm guessing they're hive beetle larvae. That's kind of a moist, nasty. So I'm going to knock this out. I'm going to take this out of the hive. Well, the hive's dead. All these bees here I think are robbers. Well, there's one with pollen on its legs, so I don't know. Let's continue on through and see what we find. Maybe these are just the survivor bees, I don't know. But it's not looking good. And it's not smelling good at all. It stinks. Yeah, so that's all down inside there. Camera down here, so maybe the exposure will change. Yeah, see all that dead that's fallen off of there? That looks like there's some cat brood there, but that may be old cat brood that's dead. So we'll get these out and see what it looks like. Well, that's a bummer. I thought I was going to have all my hives made it through. God, that stinks horrible. So I see a bee here with pollen on it, so a bee with pollen wouldn't be a robber. So maybe I can find the queen in here and I can reduce this down. Yeah, sure enough. Can you believe that? Oh, it stinks so bad. Here's the queen right here. She's down in that crevice there. There she is. So So this queen has survived, and she is on that nasty, disgusting, ugh. So I'm gonna try and get these bees into like a nuke or maybe just 10 frames. But oh man, that's gross. All those bees have died and have fell down in there, and they're just in a big clump, and there's all these nasty maggots. Look at that. Ugh. Is that gross or what? And there's a living queen in here. So these bees wouldn't have made it much longer, I guarantee you. There's some pollen, so I'll save that. That's just some good frank, good comb there, so try and save that for them. So there's like 2 frames of bees in there. That's probably okay. Which is good because I got 2 frames of honey over here I can give them. So these bees on this frame are part of this hive, so I'm going to put them in here. Poor little bees. Man, they had it rough. So I'll set this aside. So yeah, look at that. That's tasty. So we're gonna have to clean all this up and probably just get rid of one of these boxes. Get as many of those maggots out of there as I can. Move my camera out of the way so I don't fling that nasty stuff on my tripod. I think I'm just going to turn the thing up on its side and just let that fall out. Okay. See all the dead bees in the bottom there. As soon as I opened that lid, I could smell it. It was just that rotten stench. Dump this off. All right. Now I need to figure out how to put this back together, not get it overtaken by hive beetles from all those larvae that are in there. So what I need to do is come up with like 5 frames that are good, that don't have anything on them. So like here's one, it's got a little bit of sugar in the cells, so I'll use that one and this one here. It's early for wax month, so I'm safe from that for a little while anyway. So there's 2 frames, and I think there's 3 frames of bees, so I'll use those. And I'll just contain them in this one deep box here. and keep a close eye on them. I'm going to scrape as much as those nasty larvae out of there that I can. Another place to do this. I hate to do it on the ground, but it's a mess anyway. So I got the box that was, I guess, on the bottom, taking all the frames out. There's a few little bees left in here. I'm going to take the opportunity to clean the propolis off of this. Okay. So now I'm going to put the bees back in here. What if I could just shake them off? I don't want to lose that queen. I don't want this frame in there because it's gross. Tell you what, I'll set it right there for now. God, there's eggs right here. So she's laid eggs right here. And then there's all this nasty crap here. Ugh. I hate to lose those eggs. Ugh. Ugh, that's gross. It stinks. I gotta find that queen. There she is. Okay. Queen is right there on a frame that's not full of nasty goo. So now maybe I can work on these frames and clean them up. So I got pollen and nectar in here, and I want to get rid of all this dead stuff here. So I'm not so worried about all the dead bees in here that are in the comb, because the bees will clean that up. What I'm worried about is the wax, or the hive beetle larvae. Those will get out of control. So I'm trying to get all those little maggots out of there and killed, because they'll take over a hive quick. So I'm going to put these I'm just going to shake these in there. So I hate to keep this frame, but this whole thing here is eggs. So I'm just going to try and cut this out of there. I don't know if I'll be successful or not. There, now it's saved a lot of the eggs on here. Here's a frame of honey. And another frame of honey. I'm going to clean that off again. There's a lot of that junk fell down in there. I'm also going to reduce this hive down to the smallest entrance to help them protect it. Maybe. And I'm going to put the inner cover on without a notch so nothing can come in the top. Okay, so that's about as close to a dead out as I've ever seen. That, well, it hasn't survived yet, but man, it was full of dead, rotting bee carcasses, and hive beetle larvae were already starting in there. And so I've never seen anything so bad off with bees still in it before. So it's just wet and mushy, disgusting. Anyway, that's the dead out survival hive, we'll call this one, and we'll keep tracking this throughout the spring, and I'll do videos on this because that's kind of interesting to see, is this going to make it or not? What's going to do them in is those hive beetles, so I should get some beetle traps and put in here too. So give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Take care.